2, 1.
Hello, my name is Adam Lewis, and today we'll be talking about how to apply permanent hair color for beginning cosmetologists. Now, if you'll step over here, I will show you all the supplies that you're going to need. You will need a color bowl, hair color and developer, a color brush, base, gloves, and an apron. So now that we've got our supplies, the first thing we want to do is make sure that they're assembled in a convenient spot, something you can easily reach for. You don't want to be reaching all over the place when you're applying color. So everything is here, nice and easily within our grasp. Next thing we're going to do, we're going to put on an apron. We're going to put on our apron so we protect our clothes in case we happen to spill some hair color. Next thing we want to do with our client is we want to apply a chemical drape. In the interest of time, I have already done this. But for a review, turn her around here. Chemical drape is one towel around the neck of your client, another towel over that, and then you wrap your cape. Should be a waterproof cape. And there's your chemical drape. This has to be done correctly to ensure that if any color happens to drop from the hair or spill, you're not going to get any down in here, and it's not going to get on the client's clothing and ruin their clothes. And the next step after that is we're going to want to section her hair. Now, for today's purposes, we're going to do just the basic 4 sections, and I have already done them. There are a lot of different ways that you can section hair, but for our purposes, just doing one color, the basic 4 sections will do just fine. And of course, before you section the hair, you want to make sure that you've brushed it and combed it, make sure there are no tangles or snags, because that's going to really get in the way later on when you're applying the color. Now, after we've sectioned the hair, we now want to mix our color. Now, for our purposes, we're using fake color, obviously. So here's our color, here's our developer. It is permanent hair color, so it is a 1-to-1 ratio, meaning have 1 ounce of color to 1 ounce of developer. Come over here and watch me pour it in. So there's our color. And there's our developer. And you want to mix it up inside your color bowl, and what you're looking for is a nice even mixture, nice smooth consistency. You don't want to have any undissolved chunks of color in there. And there you go. Our color is now mixed. Now that you've got your color mixed, you want to come back to your client, and when you take your base, a little bit on your finger, and you want to base your client around their hairline. The purpose of the base is to protect the client's skin in case any color gets on it. And this protects the client's skin from getting stained. Since we are using permanent hair color, it can come off very, very easily. Now, I like to go around the hairline and over the sides of the ears as well. It doesn't have to be a very big or a thick layer of base. It just has to be enough to protect her skin. You want to be very careful when doing this that you don't get any of the base on her hair. If otherwise, it will prevent the color from being absorbed into the follicles of hair. Now that we've got our base applied, we want to put on our gloves. And this will obviously protect our hands from turning whatever color we're deciding to color her hair. Great. We are now ready to apply our hair color. So I like to start in the front 2 sections. Reason being is this is the part that the client will see every day when she looks in the mirror. So I like to start here first. So we'll start in our front left section. Take our hair out, grab it. First thing we want to do when applying the hair color is we want to outline the sections. And the reason we do this is this ensures nice, even application all over the hair. So go around here. Doesn't have to be a lot, but just enough to cover. Go around to the side, and we're moving the hair around as we need it. And you want to be pretty careful that you don't get close to the scalp, but you don't actually want any of the hair color to be on the scalp. If you get a little bit of color on one of the other sections, that's okay. We're doing one color here, so it's all right if color gets on another section of hair. As you can see, I'm moving the hair around as I need it. I'm making sure that, especially in the front here, I've got the hair color all the way to the scalp, all the way to the root. Okay, now that we have outlined, next thing we're going to want to do is start applying it to the rest of the hair strand. Take the small end of our color brush here, and we just go through the section here, taking a pretty small subsection, maybe about 1/8 of an inch. You don't want it to be too thick, otherwise the color can't get through all the hair that you've grabbed, and you'll get an uneven application of color. So since we've already started that outline, we're good there. So we want to take hair color and we start applying it to the rest of the hair. And you can be pretty liberal with this. Again, you want all the hair to be covered with the color. And as you see, we're just sliding our hand down. Sometimes I like to turn my brush this way, make sure I'm really getting in between the hairs there. Make sure everything is covered. And of course, we will take my fingers and kind of smooth it, make sure everything's covered. Turn around the other side. Really saturating all the hair. And smooth with my fingers again. And then you're now done with this section. You can lay the hair to the side. Be careful where you're setting it. You don't want to set it here and have it sit on her ear, because then her ear will turn whatever color. So I like to take it and go back a little bit here and let it sit on the hair back here. All right, so now we will grab one more piece. And this piece here, doesn't have the outline on the top, but it's got it on the sides. Now we can see how outlining really helps us, because now we have color here and back here. So once again, take some color on our brush, and we just start painting the hair. Again, being very careful that we don't get color on the scalp. And again, turning our brush sideways, making sure we really get all that hair, nice even saturation, even application. Turn the hair up. The other side. And now we're done with that section there. Of course, this will then be repeated on all the remaining 3 sections of hair. Since we start in the front, I like to go in the circle, do the next section in the front here, then that section, and then finally the back left section. And when you're done, you can then start your time to let it process according to your manufacturer's instructions. Thank you for watching.